So if you're an AHS fan, then you have one big question on your mind for this season, and that is, what is the big twist going to be? So ever since I heard there was going to be a massive twist, and everyone's saying it's going to happen in episode 6, I've been racking my brain to try to figure out what it could be. Now I know this is a really big task, and most people would say it's impossible, but I've come up with a theory, and I want to share that with you. I just finished watching episode 4, so I want to get this theory out there before we get to episode 6, so I have a couple of weeks. But here's what I think. So if you watch the promos, some of the promos are, they match up with what we've seen so far and what we know as My Roanoke Nightmare, because we've seen like the cornfields and stuff like that. But then there's other parts of the promos that really do not relate at all. Now, do I think they were just trying to trick us and try to get us confused and not tell us what this season was about? No. I think those promos are relevant to the entire season, but I think this season is actually 2 storylines within a season. And no, I'm not talking about the show within the show theme that's going on right now. I'm talking about pretty much 2 totally different storylines in one season. So let me explain. Alright, so, as I've been watching My Roanoke Nightmare, I was thinking, these people are never going to make it out alive. There's no way, everyone's going to die. And I've heard, people say everyone's a ghost and no one's going to make it and whatever. But no, this is what I think is happening. I think that the main characters did make it out alive. We see Lily playing the Sarah Paulson character, the other guy playing the Cuba character. Forgive me, I do not know this actor's name. And then we see the Angela Bassett real-life version. So everyone that we see in My Roanoke Nightmare, they're actors. Every single one of them. Kathy Bates, Lady Gaga, all those people are actors playing a role. And the people did make it out. The real people from that scenario who made it out are those 3 main people. I refer to them as Lily, her husband, and the crazy woman from True Blood, because I can't think of her name either, but you know what I mean. They're the counterparts of they're the real people who are being played by the actors in the reenactment. It keeps saying dramatic reenactment. That is all fake, and that is not our story, guys. That's just part of it. So here's what I think is going to happen. Next week, I think they're going to wrap up My Roanoke Nightmare with the flashbacks. I think they're wrapping it up by the people getting out of the house, which means I think they get out. I think Flora lives. And if you want more proof of the fact that these people made it out, not only are they doing interviews, but look at Cricket, who was killed in episode 4. Why is this man not doing an interview? Because he didn't make it out, okay? The people who survived are the ones doing the interviews. If you watch the ID channel, they always have people who are sitting in the studio. Those are the real people telling their story, and the people out in the crazy drama that happens are just reenacting it because they're actors. So I think in episode 5, we're going to wrap up all of the Roanoke story. Because why? Because that's not the real theme of this show. That is the show within this show. Not what we're thinking. Many people think that the show within the show is that we're watching these people being filmed, and that's one show, and then the other show is the reenactment. But I think the entire thing we've seen so far is show number 1. Show number 2 starts in season 6, but show number 2 is actually the real season, and when we will get the reveal of what this season is about. Have you noticed, and I know you have, that we haven't had the theme song? Why? Because this season hasn't started yet, okay? So this is what I think is going to happen in season 6. I think that because they've wrapped up the Roanoke Nightmare storyline, that they're going to wrap up the filming. They're going to tell the actors, thank you, we have all that we need. Not the actors, I'm sorry, the real people. Thank you, we have all that we need. Maybe we'll even see the actors and realize that we've been looking at a set for My Roanoke Nightmare, and they're going to thank those people, and they're going to leave and go about their real lives. And I think in episode 6, we're going to see these people go about their real lives. And then we realize that the main stars of this season, Lily is our main female star, and the guy playing her husband and his sister, okay? But they're going to try to go back into their own lives that have nothing to do with what they survived in the Roanoke Nightmare. But this opens it up for the people that we saw, who again were just actors in the Roanoke Nightmare, to go back to their lives, because this season takes place in LA, and everyone lives in LA, okay? But these people can take on new roles as their real selves. Lady Gaga is just going to be a regular person who doesn't have an accent. Kathy Bates is not a crazy butcher. She's a regular person. But then there's going to be that new story. And I don't know what that theme is going to be exactly, but these people are going to be haunted with something else. That is when the new story, the real season starts. And then they will reveal what this season is called. And then they will come out with the theme song. And then you're finally going to get to see Evan Peters as himself. Pretty sure he's the pig guy right now. That's a waste of a great talent. You think they're going to let this guy be in a pig mask for the whole season and waste this person? No, he's going to have a huge role in the real season, which starts in episode 6. So that is my theory. And I think if that happens, that's going to be an incredible, incredible season. And I've never seen a show do anything like that. And I just get chills thinking about it. I'm so excited. I would love to know what you think. Thumbs up if you like this theory. Thumbs up if you're liking this season. And if you have a theory, it could be totally different. You could totally disagree with me. I want to hear it. I have not really heard any concrete theories. The only thing I keep hearing is this show within a show, which, yeah, and I do think they're doing that, but not the way I've been hearing it. And I read a lot of reviews and I read a lot on the AHS Facebook page. So please post down below what your concrete theory, like what is your thought out theory? Where do you think this is going? What is your idea for the twist? I really cannot wait. Like, I'm freaking out just thinking about episode 6. Like, I cannot wait. And I'm dying to hear the theme song again because I really love it. But just to let you guys know, I do live reactions for every episode of American Horror Story. So if you're a big AHS fan, please subscribe because I will be here all season. And honestly, if the season or episode 6 is as amazing as I think, I might just start doing also theory and recap videos for this show as well. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I'll see you next time.